I'm the bad guy. I'm the
Hello everyone and welcome back to Across the Gridiron. I am Matt and I am once again joined by Eddie Equo as it's that time of the week where we give our predictions for next week's games. Now, Eddie, we always sort of look at how we've done in previous weeks, obviously before, and we'll go through that. Now, in the past few, this hasn't gone particularly well for you, Eddie, has it, in the past past couple of weeks? But how confident are you that you're going to be pulling me closer over the next couple of weeks?
Not confident at all because I picked the Cowboys to win. So, and I know that was just that's definitely coming back to haunt me. And thanks, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't always blame Jerry Jones for your predictions, Eddie. I know you'd like to blame Jerry Jones for everything, but you can't blame him for your predictions alone. But okay, well, let's before we move on to week 9, let's see how we actually got on in week 8. And I'm going to ask you, as always, Eddie, can you see my screen?
I can, yes.
You can, yes. Excellent. Just feel very professional Teams Zoom meeting-esque. So let's look at what we got in week 8. So the first game predicted was the Giants at the Eagles. And you, through gritted teeth, thought that the Eagles would win. So did I. And of course, the Eagles did pick up a win. So we both got that one correct. Packers and the Steelers. Now, we both put the Green Bay would win this one. So again, we both got that one right. Bills and Panthers. I think this was an obvious one to call, and the Bills absolutely walked all over Carolina in the end. So that was quite impressive. Now, the Bears and the Ravens. Now, as you went for Baltimore, you thought they would pick up the win. I, for some reason, went for the Bears. So you are actually, so far, Eddie, you are up on me going into it. But when it came to the Cowboys and the Bengals, you followed your heart rather than your head. You picked the Cowboys, whereas I picked the Broncos. So we actually drew, Eddie, for the first time in a while. I mean, I'm still ahead of you. I'm still 6 games ahead of you. So you've still got some way to come back. But if we look at it, this was the first time that you actually got the same as me since week 5. So, I mean, do you look at that as, for you, four right is pretty good going, Eddie.
I know, and I had a good feeling about last week. Just the damn Cowboys.
The thing is, I just look at this. I just look at your week 4, and it's just hilarious. I mean, none of us have actually got 100% predictions right yet so far this season, but I didn't think any of us would get 100% incorrect.
So there's always the best time for that.
I think that's going to haunt you as we go on, and we can just see the gap going into week 8. It's pretty much stayed consistent, but no, I said let's dive into the next week. If I can just pull up the correct screen for me. So again, Eddie, you once again been responsible for picking all 5 games.
Yeah.
Now, the first one, this is potentially a nice heavyweight clash. We have the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. So, Eddie, as always, I'm going to let you have first shot at this one.
Yeah, we're not messing around. It's the Lions. Let's go for the Lions. I can't see any other outcome in that game.
Well, I think the Vikings have certainly blown hot and cold this season, haven't they? And I think there could be an argument to be made for the Vikings, but we could have had that conversation last week. It really did not go the Vikings' way, so I am the same as you. I'm going for the Lions over this one. I can't see. I can't see.
We're about to make an argument for the Vikings, and then after you did, I would have told you that Carson Wentz has just been, rolled out for the rest of the season.
Oh, has he? I didn't see that. So, so the Vikings now down to their third choice quarterback, are they? Then who's going to be taking
the rookie quarterback?
Oh God, bless them.
Unless they trade for someone. between now and Sunday. So yeah, it's not. I mean, the Lions are too strong. This could be a blowout.
Yeah, I'd argue that
I know
case as
it's a
well.
division game, and division games, rarely go according to form. But phew, if the Vikings pull this game out, then the coach is incredible.
Absolutely, but yeah, I'm with you. I can't see that happening. But let's move on to the next one. We've got the Giants and the 49ers. Who's at home here? So we've actually got the Giants at home. Now, New York have blown hot and cold, I think it's fair to say, since Jaxson Dart's taken over at quarterback. And the 49ers have been disappointing, I suppose, at times, but they're in a very strong NFC West. They're currently sat third in the table, but with a 5-3 record. I assume they're still going to be without Brock Purdy for this one, as Mac Jones is going to continue at quarterback. But where do you see this one? Where do you see this one going?
This one is actually a bit of a tough one for me, right? Because I mean, that game the 49ers had against the Texans, I don't think anybody saw that coming. I don't think, the way that they played, didn't look quite right. Mac Jones had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And it wasn't like, CJ Stroud, was tearing it up either. He also had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. So it was one of those sort of games that, yeah, you would have expected the 49ers to win, but they didn't. So I think the 49ers are going to bounce back, in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a slightly better team than the Giants. So I'm going to go with the 49ers to win this one.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers as well. I think that I just can't trust the Giants at the moment. I can't. There is no money on this, but I can't put money on the New York Giants to win a game at the moment. It's just they're just too inconsistent.
Yeah,
I think. But then so are the 49ers. But I think you're right. The 49ers are just a better team than New York. I mean, the Giants could come out and win the game. I don't see this being an absolute. I don't say the Giants have got 0 chance in this at all. I think
it's not going to be a blowout. The Giants will huff and puff. There's no question about that. Especially in the first couple of quarters. First 3 quarters, they will put out the light show. But I don't know if they can close out games. I think that's their problem right now. They just cannot close out games. I remember what happened to them in Denver. Denver scoring 33 points in the 4th quarter. Yeah.
So yes, okay, we both go for the 49ers on this one. Now, I think we're both going to have the same for this one as well. We've got the Patriots and the Falcons. Now, the Patriots are absolutely flying at the moment, whereas the Falcons. Sorry, if you let the Miami Dolphins win a game, you do not deserve my backing at all.
So you're punishing them for helping your team. Okay, I see how that goes.
I'm not punishing them. I'm stating a fact. Yeah, I mean the Falcons. They're in a slump at the moment, where the Patriots are anything but in a slump.
Kirk Cousins will be playing next.
Kirk Cousins played against the Dolphins, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he does. He's. This is gonna be his like that first one was kind of like like how when they sack a manager and then they get a new manager and he sits in the stands for that first game.
But he was on the field.
I know he was on the field. I know he was on the field, but this is like that first game, like where he may as well have been in the stands. This wasn't. This was
yeah. Hey, look, I got nothing against Kirk Cousins. He's an expensive backup. That's all I can say. But no, I'm going for the Patriots on this one. Would I be right in saying you are doing the same?
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, even after that, I'm not taking Kirk Cousins.
No. This one might be a little bit harder. This is going to be a real test for the runaway Colts at the moment, in the upper Colts, who are 7-1, leading the NFC, looking in fantastic form at the moment. But they go and play Aaron Rodgers-led Pittsburgh Steelers, who obviously had a disappointing game last week against the Packers. Do you see this as a game for them to actually, for the Steelers to actually get right, get back, and show they actually are a team who are worth talking about in the AFC? Or do you just think this is Colts and the role's going to continue?
Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. This is the Colts all the way. I mean, did you see Jonathan Taylor? I can't think of anybody in that Steelers uniform that can stop him. So catch me if you can. That's what Jonathan Taylor will be saying. Give me the Colts this game.
Yeah, I'm going for the Colts as well. I think this is going to be a very boring week of predictions, I think, at the moment. And this isn't just a tactic to make sure you never beat me, just by picking the same teams as you. Yeah, we ride together, we die together, Eddie. But no, I think the Colts. I mean, they've just looked so impressive. The Steelers, could throw an upset in here. I don't see this being an absolute rollover, but it's so hard to go against the Colts. The Colts have got some really. This is a key game for the Colts, I should say, because at the moment they've played really well and got a good record, but they haven't really been challenged just yet. They've got some big games coming up, and if they start winning these sort of like tougher looking games, then
this is not the challenge.
Sorry?
This is not the challenge for the Colts. Not the Steelers. No. I'm sorry, Steelers fans, but
it's you're right. Look, it might not be the challenge, but they do have some tougher games coming up. And if they start to win these games against a decent Steelers outfit, I mean they're no mugs in Pittsburgh. Then obviously we will have to start believing in what these guys are doing. So I'm going for the Colts as well. Now, last game, we've put this one last because this has been a matchup amongst matchups over the past couple of years. This is the AFC Championship rematch from last year, where we had the Kansas City Chiefs against the Buffalo Bills. These guys, you cannot separate these guys normally. Now, obviously, we just for reference, we are recording this before Kansas's game Monday Night Football. So we don't know yet how Kansas City have done, in week 8. But we know the Bills won. And we know that the Bills often beat the Chiefs in the regular season, but then cannot get it done in the playoffs. So, Edward, would you like to go first? How are you calling this one? Are you going for Mahomes or are you going for Allen?
This is a really tough one because they're playing at the Bills, not at Arrowhead. Josh Allen is looking good. Mahomes is getting his Avengers back. So he's looking like he can go on and get the Infinity Stones. This is a tough one. I don't want to go against the Chiefs. I don't want to go against the Chiefs, but
I will make sure that you better, Eddie. I'm going for the Bills. So if I'm going against the Chiefs. So if you want to,
I don't want to go against the Chiefs because I wanted to say the Bills just by a hair breadth, to win this game. But since you've gone for the Bills, I'm going to go for the Chiefs.
I knew. I say. You see how I'm playing the mind games with you, Eddie.
You have played the mind games.
The mind games. Hey, but this could be a chance for you. it's literally coming into this week. It is all on this game in terms of who wins this week. You know, you haven't won a week since like week 3 or something like that. So it's going to be a big weekend for you, Eddie. Big weekend.
Come on, Chief, don't let me down.
Obviously, the good thing is when we record next week, you've got nothing to be too depressed about because it looks like the Cowboys have their bye week next week. Is that right?
Well, no, the Cardinals first. But
that's it. Monday Night Football. Yes, you're right at the bottom. Monday Night Football.
But I would not be watching that game. Thank you very much.
No, what 1:15 on a Tuesday morning? I think that'll be some brave stuff. I mean, I would ask you how you think you guys are going to go on, but I think this video will go from 15 minutes to 45 minutes very quickly. But just 30 seconds. Do you think you win that one?
Where are we? See, our record right now this season is win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. So we had a tie to break the sequence. So we've lost the game. I think we win this one. Then we lose the next one. So yeah.
I mean, I would have you to win this one. I mean, the Cardinals are in all sorts of problems at the moment. They're 2-5. They've actually lost 5 in a row since winning their first 2. So yeah, I hate the expression because it never works out. But this could be a get right game for the Cowboys. We're right at the opposite side on Thursday Night Football. The Dolphins, we host the Ravens. Finally picked up a win last week, but then so did Baltimore. Right, so will Jaxson be back? Who knows? Will Tua turn up? Who knows? I would probably, bless you, my friend. I would probably I'd probably be putting money on the Ravens if that was me, but only because I'm an incredibly pessimistic fan. But anyway, look, our locks are in. That is week 9. I'm sure it'll shape up to be another good week. But for now, Eddie, let's cut that short. Take us home.
Yeah, don't bet on the Cowboys. All I'll say. Week 9, some incredible games. I am really looking forward to that showdown between the Bills and the Chiefs. I think that's the marquee game. I think that's what everyone is looking forward to. So we'll be breaking all that down next week as well. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's also know what you think about our picks as well. Or drop it in the comments as well. Who do you guys think in the 5 games? Who do you think is going to come out on top this week? I think I know where I'm putting my money on. Until next week, we'll see you across the gridiron.
I'm the bad guy. I'm the